Now we should be good.
Okay. I'm going to do the intro again for the sake of editing the podcast easier.
Whatever works for people.
Okay.
So,
I'm listening back to it.
Okay. So, hey, everybody. Welcome to Wulff Den Live, episode 24. Kind of, sort of live from E3. Kind of, sort of live from Long Island.
No, there was a little bit of an echo. I don't know. There might be just noise from my mic because I'm in the look at where I am. I'm in the hallway.
Yeah.
Right in front of the bathroom. So it just is what it is.
Yeah. So again,
a little bit of noise is a little bit of noise.
100 apologies for all these issues. Welcome again to Wulff Den Live, episode 24. Thank you so much for joining us and bearing with us through all this nonsense.
Will.
Yes, Bob.
Real quick, share the screen on my computer with the Wulff Den account.
What do you mean?
Just on the Wulff Den, the same thing you did before. Share the screen. Same thing you did before.
Through Google Hangouts?
Yes.
Okay.
They probably won't be able to see it. Just so I can see what's happening over there. YouTube is muted. Let me see XSplit.
They can see the whole thing. I just want you to know.
No, it's in a little tiny window.
I guess not.
Okay. Yep. Everything is good. There's no reason anything should be a problem.
All right. Good.
Good,
all
grand, wonderful. All right.
All
you
right.
can stop sharing that, yeah.
Oh, Jesus
all right,
Christ.
So, Bob, where are you at E3? I'm in front of the bathrooms. In case you need to know. Yo, what up, fanatics? You thought I was joking about the bathroom? I don't joke around. We worked really hard to go behind us. There's Vicky, aka the Geek Chic.
What's up, dude?
Hey,
got a
Vicky.
Hi. I didn't want to say anything that whole time while you guys were doing it.
I know there was a lot. We were doing a lot. They might kick us out at 7, which is 10 o'clock for you.
Okay.
So there's that. So we didn't get to play much. You played Gravity Rush 2.
Yes.
How was that?
It was really fun, actually. I've never played the first one. I also called it Gravity Falls. That's
You have to talk
on
really loud.
That's a
Okay.
TV show.
Yeah, it's a show on Cartoon Network, not the video game. I've never played the first
No,
one. Apparently,
that's a show on Disney Channel.
Oh.
That's very
I don't watch
different.
cartoons anymore. But
Good. They're awesome.
the people behind me and the people that worked for Sony was saying the first one had a good concept, but they felt like it didn't really deliver.
That was the one that was like super Japanese.
Yeah, well, this one is too. This one is super Japanese, but looks cool. The art style's cool.
It looked
So
like
I'm
an
into it.
interesting
Mechanics are not that hard to get used to, even though it's very strange.
So I played Trials of the Blood Dragon, which is awesome. Which is
Okay.
out now, actually. You can just buy it now.
Yeah.
It's sick. It's just Trials. It's just regular old Trials.
But they blood dragging the crap out of it.
They blood dragon the crap out of it. Some levels are a twin stick shooter. So it's Trial and the right stick controls where you shoot it,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Or some levels have grappling hooks, so the right stick controls the grappling hook, kind of like Bionic Commando.
Yeah.
So that's sick. I also played Ghost Recon not Future Soldier, Ghost Recon
Wasteland.
Wildlands,
whatever it's called.
Wastelands.
Yeah, how is that?
It's The Division. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be. It's
Great.
just The Division.
Great. I do not want to play that then.
Everyone wants to know if I played Zelda. I did not play Zelda because the line is insane.
The line is 4 hours long. Tomorrow is our mission.
Tomorrow we're going to get here early and we're going to just wait online forever and play that. But you know what? Honestly, Zelda looks a lot like Zelda.
Bob's not a big Zelda fan. I'm
No.
a big Zelda fan.
So you got the chat open on there?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm looking at it.
So Will, do you have something you wanted to do? Because I have an idea.
Well, I was gonna go through just like everything that was announced and
Exactly.
all the conferences and stuff. So
So I was going to go on e3recap.com, which is a really good website.
I did not know that was a website.
Yeah, it's like a independent thing, but it looks really nice. It's just all of the things that were announced in order.
Okay.
But if you have your own list, we can do that.
I don't, but you can use yours. What's it called again? E3.
E3recap.com.
Okay.
I'm trying to find stuff. I went too far back now. You're gonna have to do my chat, girl.
I'm here.
All right. Blah blah blah. EA. We don't need to talk about the EA stuff.
Actually, someone said any opinion on the EA press conference.
I mean, what did they
I have a
announce?
video.
Announce?
Were they announced at EA?
Nothing we didn't already know.
Yeah.
Well, the Star Wars Battlefront VR, which is basically looks like just Rogue Squadron VR.
Yeah, which kind
Which
of
is
cool.
awesome.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, they showed
I'm
a little
into that.
bit of Amy Henning's Star Wars game.
And what's that?
It was just there's a guy walking out of a like house in Tatooine.
Oh yes, that
was about
looks
it.
like it looks like the Rogue One era.
Yeah,
It looks like the little town from Rogue One where the blonde
Yeah.
guy is.
The biggest complaint about the EA conference was that no one really cared about the sports games, and all they showed was the sports games.
Yeah, they showed way too much of the sports game.
that's usually what they do, though.
They're like, you want Star Wars? Oh, here's 2 hours of sports.
Yeah,
I'm honestly excited for Titanfall 2.
yeah,
Everyone else
that
is.
looks good.
Mass Effect Andromeda, not enough. I don't think we got enough from that.
Yeah,
They didn't show any like gameplay or anything. They just
Yeah.
showed like the design that goes into it.
did they give a date though? I thought they gave a date.
They did. I think they just said next year.
Okay,
Oh, let me see if this website will tell me. March 2017.
okay.
Okay. And FE Faye. That looks like
That's cool.
regular
But
old
everyone
indie
was
game.
like, it looks like Journey.
Yeah, I think they're trying to because what was that game? Unraveled was so
Oh, that's
popular. They're
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to
the characters do look very similar.
they're trying to keep that going, like doing indie style games.
Right. So, did you see anything about Quake Champions?
I didn't see
moving
much. Yeah, to Bethesda now, and I was right.
I didn't actually see that.
I was right. There is going to be a new Quake game. It's Quake Champions. It looks like it's going to be similar to Quake 3 Arena, just really, or like Enemy Territory. It's just like a multiplayer only arena style
Which
Quake
is
game.
totally fine by me.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to hop on that Overwatch Battleborn bandwagon.
That's something that we need. We need a multiplayer game that's similar to the old Quake or Unreal Tournaments.
Yeah.
Which is what I thought Lawbreakers was going to be, but it's not.
No,
It doesn't feel like that.
yeah.
I'm
I
not
mean,
getting that old vibe.
Part of me is like a little disappointed there's not an old school like Quake single player, but at the same time, Quake had great multiplayer.
Yeah, it
So.
kind of morphed itself into a multiplayer game.
Well, not really, because like after Quake 3, Quake 4 was back to it was a direct sequel to Quake 2, which had a single player campaign.
I honestly think if you want that Quake single player, just play Doom. Like, what's really the difference?
There used to be a big
You know?
difference, but then
You just get the nail gun.
there used to be a big difference, but then John Romero left, and they turned it from a Lovecraftian horror game to a sci-fi shooter. So no, there is no difference.
The big difference was the free look camera.
There in Quake. No, the big difference in Quake was that it was 3D.
Right.
What the hell are you listening
Well, yeah,
to over
and
there?
Actually, no. I don't know. We're getting kicked out of our area right now. What's happening?
Okay.
6:36. Well, let's keep going.
All right. All right.
Elder Scrolls Legends. I don't care.
Yeah, me neither.
Skyrim Special Edition, which we thought was going to happen because,
I didn't think that was going to happen.
well, they ported. Remember we talked about how they
Yeah,
ported
they
everything over
ported
Fallout?
it. That doesn't mean they're going to do anything with it.
Right.
So I mean, that's nice that they're actually doing something with it.
Right.
Yeah.
What else?
Prey. They announced
Prey.
Prey.
Yes, that I was not expecting at all.
It's not even like Prey. It's like a complete remake of Prey. It has nothing to do with the original. Like it's Prey in name only.
Oh, and Fallout VR, which I was not expecting.
Yeah.
Bethesda VR. Dishonored 2, lots of that. I'm excited for that.
Yeah,
I have
that's
to play
that's
the
gonna be
first one.
awesome.
You know,
I think-
I'll get the first one if I pre-order it. So,
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say that's cool.
all right, we got to get out of here.
All right.
Will, can you man the ship for like 5 minutes, and I'll call in from my phone?
I'll man the ship for as long as it takes.
All right, man the ship. Why don't you talk about
I was gonna go to Microsoft
the
next.
talk about if you're gonna buy the new Xbox.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And
I'll just talk about the Microsoft conference.
yeah, do that.
Okay, goodbye. All right, finally, we're back to Will's Day. If you follow me on Twitter, you saw that stupid pun I made. Okay, so yes, the Microsoft conference. It's a good conference, showed some good games. They announced the Xbox One S. I will not be getting that. I have no need to. If you haven't bought an Xbox yet, I would definitely say get it though. This looks like the one to get. You can get up to 2 terabytes of hard drive space, which is essential. No Kinect port, which I think is interesting. You have to buy the adapter for it, which I think is $40. And they kept the HDMI in for it, so they're not totally throwing out the whole live TV nonsense. But yeah, if you were on the fence of getting an Xbox One, now's the time to get it when that comes out. Just know that it starts at $300. Depending on what hard drive you get, it goes up in price by $50. So there's that. I mean, if you already have an Xbox One, don't throw that out. Just keep it for now. They officially announced Project Scorpio, and they've pretty much confirmed it is what we thought it would be. It is it's going to be the next step up. It's Xbox 1.5. They stressed that all your games and accessories and peripherals that are on Xbox One will work with Xbox Project Scorpio, which is good. Here's the thing, and I read this on Lifehacker, and I agree with it completely. Unless you care about 4K gaming and 4K video, don't bother with it. Chances are, and if you're watching this, I mean, I don't know you, but I assume that you don't have a 4K TV, and if you do, then you're a better man than I am. So, yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Even if I had a 4K TV, I probably wouldn't get an Xbox Scorpio just because, I can wait. But yeah. So that's that. I mean, it's interesting that they actually went forward and announced Project Scorpio instead of, waiting like Sony did. Sony decided to wait, but I guess they didn't. But yeah, if you haven't gotten an Xbox One yet, I would say get the One S. It has 4K video streaming, which I didn't know the Xbox One didn't have. So that's cool. And it's got the new controller with Bluetooth in it, which honestly they should have done from the beginning, but whatever. I will say, speaking of the controller, they announced the design lab, and I've already designed my controller. Basically, if you don't know, you can design your own controller, like what colors you want everything to be. So I've designed it already. I put my gamer tag on it, and when my next paycheck comes, probably going to buy it. So there's that. What else did they announce? So they showed off a couple more games. They showed more of Gears of War 4. I'll be honest, I was not all that thrilled with the game. It just looks like Gears of War. And I like Gears of War, but it didn't look like different enough from the other Gears of Wars. So take that for what you will. What else they announced? Recore looks good. Recore looked damn good. Sea of Thieves looks good. I just don't know if I'll pick that up, because it's a multiplayer-centric game. And I don't play that because I'm an antisocial lunatic. What else did they announce? They showed off Inside again, and they announced, at least for the time being, that Limbo is free. They announced that Limbo is free, and Tekken Tag Tournament 2 on the 360 is also free. for promotion of Tekken 7, which is coming out on Xbox One. So even if you don't like either of those games, pick them up. They're free games. Do that. What else they announced? They showed off the Final Fantasy 15 gameplay footage at Microsoft, which is surprising because it's you assume they do that at Sony. That guy did not know how to play his own game. That was kind of shocking if you ask me. You would think they'd have a back. I know they have backup plans.
Hey, I'm back.
Oh, hooray! Where are you?
I am outside the convention now.
Oh, look at that!
Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that! Wi-Fi. I'm very surprised. Should have just done this in the first place. There might be wind noise. Can you even hear me? I don't see the thing going
can hear
up.
you. I can hear you.
Okay. Let me know if there's wind noise, Will, because I'll put my freaking sock on the on the mic.
Yeah.
But no, it should be fine. It's not very windy right now. All right. What are you talking about?
We're talking about the games they announced at Microsoft. I already went through Project Scorpio and the Xbox One S. I will not be getting either of those.
The Xbox One S looks awesome.
It does. I said if you don't have an Xbox One already, that's the one to get.
I have a very strong feeling that the Xbox Scorpio is going to be massive. It's going to be bigger
Probably.
than the Xbox One that we have right now. If I had to put money on it. And if that's the case, I don't really want it.
An Xbox
Yours?
Scorpio?
Yes, yeah. I don't want it if it's going to be massive, but I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I do like. I don't know. I'm going to get PlayStation VR, so I don't really need an Xbox VR machine. So an Xbox One S sounds more appealing to me.
Right, and it comes with the new controller that has Bluetooth in it, so you can use that on your PC.
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't know that.
I also talked about
That's
Design Lab, where you can make your own controller, and I already have mine picked out. That's going to have the Bluetooth. That's going to have the Bluetooth in it as well.
That's a really good idea if you could do it with an Elite controller, but I haven't seen that as an option.
No, I don't. Well, as of now, you can't. They announced the Gears of War Elite controller for $200, which is $50 more than a regular Elite controller. So don't even bother with that.
Christ.
Don't even bother with that. But yeah, then we talked about Recore looks good, CFDs looks good. Although I'm probably not going to play it. Inside and Tekken 7 and a promotion for those. They're giving away 2 free games. Get those. And how the Final Fantasy 7 gameplay, the guy looked like he didn't know how to play it.
That happened with a game.
What?
Happened with another game. Oh, well, there was a big controversy over Polygon posted a video of Doom gameplay, like around when that came out, and the dude didn't look like he's ever played a first-person shooter before.
Oh, yeah.
Dead Rising 4. Did you see any of that? I missed a lot of conference stuff.
I saw Dead Rising 4, but the problem was during the broadcast of the Microsoft conference, they kept showing shots of the crowd because what they did was, because it takes place during Christmas, so what they did was they dropped fake snow onto the crowd, so who's ever directing the live broadcast just got shots of the crowd instead of the actual trailer. It was infuriating. I had to go back and watch it again. But
sucks.
It looked like, it looks like more Dead Rising. It looks like a bigger game than the last few games. It's got Frank West, which is cool. I just don't know if I want to play it. The first one really soured me on Dead Rising.
Do we know if it's a remake or?
I think it's a sequel.
I was hoping it was a sequel, not a friggin' remake called 4. All right, what's purple here on this website?
Is purple Ubisoft?
I don't know. It's got Dawn of War, Oxygen, not included, Ark Survival Evolved, Giant Cop, Lawbreaker. This looks like PC, maybe.
There was I want to say about the Microsoft conference one last thing. We Happy Few.
Oh yes,
that was awesome. That was probably my favorite game of the conference. Right? Like it looks awesome. I'm definitely gonna be getting.
It looks really cool. I don't know if they have. I didn't see an option to play it, but I must have missed it.
I know it's gonna be
We Happy Few.
It's going to be one of those Xbox early access games, so I might just have to bite the bullet and break my rule of playing early access games.
Oh God. None of these games in purple interest me at all. I think these are all like PC stuff. Warframe Lunaro. I want to try Warframe again. That Warframe is one of those games that it was free to play when the PlayStation 4 first came out.
Yeah,
There was
yeah.
a game on PC before that,
Mm-hmm.
but it was one of the only things you could play on the PlayStation 4 when you first got a PlayStation 4. So I played it, and it was all right, but I heard it got like 1,000 times better since then.
People always ask me if I play Warframe because of the fact that I play Destiny.
Here, hold this for a second. My giant Far Cry Blood Dragon poster signed by the developers is blowing away right now.
Nice. Speaking of which, should we just go into the Ubisoft?
Yeah, let's go to Ubisoft. That's
Okay.
It's next on this website.
Yeah. So they announced the sequel to
Pulling my earphone out.
They announced a sequel to Grow Home called Grow Up, which looks interesting.
Is that a game that needs a sequel? I never played it.
I don't know. I never played it either. Star Trek Bridge Crew, which looks pretty cool. Not
That
gonna
looks
lie.
cool. Like you'd think that they'd like up the graphics a little bit. You know, not even just the graphics, the animations. You know, put a little more work into it or something.
Yeah.
Because the same thing, they also showed off this. They had Palmer Lucky come out, and they showed off that like Eagle Flight game. Oh,
Yeah.
Eagle Flight.
Yeah.
It looks like Rocket League, but flying eagles, and like it's one of the. It didn't look good. Like it looked like it'd probably be fun, but like,
Yeah.
come on, man, you're like you're not like an indie developer. You've got some indie like games that you're kind of like indie style games. You got like really small teams inside of your company working on stuff like Eagle Flight, but like you gotta rub a little bit of polish on something like that.
Yeah.
Especially if you're gonna show it with Palmer Lucky. You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So-
who knows when this is going to come out? It probably won't come out for another like 3 years, so we got nothing to worry about. So they showed that. They showed Trials of Blood Dragon, which you played.
That
What
was
else?
awesome.
Watch Dogs 2, Ghost Recon. For Honor looks good. Did you see that?
Yeah. I'm not into the medieval anything.
Well, I was gonna
So-
play. I was gonna play as the samurai for the whole game because I'm into samurais.
There's a samurai?
Yeah, there's a samurai, a knight, and a Viking.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Well, maybe I'll be interested now
Yeah.
if there's a friggin' samurai.
Then, and then there was Steep. Their
Steep
their
looks
SSX.
awesome.
It really made me just want to play SSX.
I know. I said if they just said that if that came out and they were like, this game's called SSX,
Yeah.
everybody would lose their minds. But the fact that it's called Steep, people were like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But no, that looks actually really good. I hope that it's not a $60 retail release. I hope it's like a small $20 thing that's like a
I don't know
community,
if
you
they
know.
pack it with a lot of good stuff, I can see it being a $60 game. I mean,
Yeah,
let's not forget it's Ubisoft, so they'll probably
right.
jam pack it with community stuff and a sister app and all that nonsense.
I was hoping it'd be like one mountain and it's like a social space.
Yeah,
I think that would be cool.
it looks like a one mountain region, if that matters.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Yeah,
And you get to make your own path and you get to challenge other people to do
yeah.
I think that's awesome.
And then-
Trials of Blood Dragon.
Let's not forget.
Watchdog.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna. What were you gonna say?
South Park.
Oh, South Park.
That looks
I
good.
didn't see. Yeah, I
I mean,
didn't play the first one.
Neither did I, but the first one looks good, and this one looks just as good. It's continuing on the same feel. They said they fixed the fighting a little bit, made it a little different, and this time it's going to be based on superheroes. It's basically a parody of the whole hero versus hero thing that's sweeping movies this year.
Right. I wanted to play the first one.
Yeah. Well, if lucky for you, if you pre-order South Park: The Stick of Truth, you will get if you pre-order South Park: The Fractured But Whole, you will get a free copy of The Stick of Truth for Xbox
I
One
like
and PS4.
I like this trend.
Yeah.
giving away
bought
the
the
originals.
Stick of Truth for me for Xbox 360, and my sister played it, so I watched the whole plot. So I didn't want to play it. She played it all the way through.
Oh, okay. And how was it?
It was good.
So now you better get on the.
It was
Creepy.
good. Yeah, it was like weird. Like
Do you watch South Park regularly?
Ah, that's good.
It was weird. But it was fun. It was like South Park.
Um,
Talk about Crash Bandicoot.
next up was Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
Watch Dogs. I mean, we talked about it already. It looks good, but I'm afraid. I mean, it looks better than what I was expecting. But you know,
Right.
I would rather play
It's a
that
demo.
one, the one we saw in the trailer, the second
Yeah.
one than the first one. That one just like intrigued me.
yeah, no, it looks good.
Plus, I
I-
like the concept.
I think the main character is a little stereotypical, but
I mean, if they're saying that it's everything the first one should have been in it,
right.
Yeah, but we won't really know until we actually play the game. I mean, I'm really skeptical of Watch Dogs.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, again, it looks better than what I was expecting, but I'm afraid. Even
'Cause-
freaking Ghost Recon, I played it, and it's not. It's exactly what I thought. It's just more the Division.
Because
I
here's
think
the thing.
Ubisoft needs to stop into other games.
It's not elements of the Division. It's just their shooters are the same.
Yeah.
Now,
Or you
The thing with Watch Dogs is everybody says, you know, oh, it's like Assassin's Creed. 1 wasn't that good, but 2 will be better. Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, like, they're the same game. It's just 2 has a lot more polish and focus on it. So
Right.
Watch Dogs 2 will probably be the same thing as Watch Dogs 1, just with a little bit of more polish and focus on it. And the thing is, like, the actual core of Assassin's Creed 1 was good. It just needed more time, more focus. The essential core of Watch Dogs is not good. It's not that different from everything else out there.
people wanted just more polished focus on Watch Dogs 1.
Yeah.
People were like, this game's good, but the second one will be much better. And I guess, like, well,
That's
we'll
like
have to see. I think
that's like
it's going to be a
saying-
lot of the Division. So
that's like saying, yeah, Man of Steel wasn't that good, but Batman vs Superman is going to be so much better because it's got Batman in it.
I mean, well, no, it's like saying Batman vs Superman wasn't good, but the Justice League will be a lot better, which people are saying.
People said the same thing about Batman vs Superman.
Uh,
All right.
we talked way too much about Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
Is
Sony.
Bob
Yeah.
using cellular service? If so, RIP. I'm not. I'm using
No
the Wi-Fi of E3, which is surprisingly good.
better than our hotels.
Way better than our hotels. They're losing us. They're losing Bob. Well, you shouldn't be. Everything seems to be fine on our end.
You do
They're
like
all, like,
get staticky and like lag a little bit,
Oh, okay.
but I mean, like, what else are you gonna do?
Oops. Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Severed is now going to be on Wii U and 3DS.
Yeah, I saw that. Should we just talk about the? Should we talk about the Sony conference?
Really missing like one of the most important announcements of the whole.
We're not at the Sony conference yet. God damn! All right, we're there. I'm there now.
Okay. So yes, Vicky, the most important announcement: Resident Evil is back. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, or if you live in Japan, Biohazard 7 Resident Evil.
I did not know that they released the demo.
Yeah, they released a demo. I downloaded it, and let me look into the mic. Stick around after the show. I will switch over to Twitch, and we'll play some of that. That's right,
Look.
folks.
While he looks into the mic.
Shut up. I don't have my thing on screen, so
How are you going to do that? Are you going to do it for my PlayStation?
yeah, I'll just do it through the PlayStation.
All right.
I also downloaded the demo for Lego Force Awakens and Final Fantasy VII.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Give those
Nice.
a try.
So the trailer for Resident Evil didn't really have any gameplay.
No, it really looked like PT.
Right, exactly.
Exactly like PT.
So is it first person?
Yeah.
So what the hell? Are they just trying to rip off PT from Resident Evil?
I guess. I mean, this is a complete departure from Resident Evil. Like all of them.
Yeah.
Like it's Resident Evil 7. Like that's confirmed. So I don't even know if it takes place in the same universe.
Yeah, I don't know. This is not what I was expecting from Resident Evil 7 at all.
Yeah, no.
From our talk last week, we were not. This isn't what we were like hoping for.
No, I mean, part of me's cool with it, and part of me's like, it's not really Resident Evil though.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see. I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Ever heard of a windsock, Will?
Yes.
Just don't mind me.
I think your video froze. Oh, no, never mind. There it goes.
How's that?
A little
How's
better.
that sound? All right.
Better, yeah.
I have a literal sock on my microphone right now.
Nice.
That's gonna smell.
All right, so we talked about Resident Evil.
What's next on the list?
God of War.
God of War. I want to talk about God of War because that's another one that they modernized the hell out of it. It looks awesome.
I think that was definitely the way to go. Norse, or like a different form of god mythology.
So is this a reboot?
Yeah.
Did they need to do that?
Yes. I like
it's supposed to be a little ridiculous, the God of War franchise.
Yeah. And this looks a little ridiculous. You know?
Yeah.
I like
it does, but like they modernized it with the modern shoulder angle. That's not God of War.
It's it's not traditional God of War, but like everything else about it, like Kratos still like looks like Kratos. They were just able to transport it to a Norse aesthetic, and they were able to like transport some of the other God of War things into a Norse aesthetic. Like you don't have the blades of Olympus, you have like a Norse axe, a Viking axe.
I'm sure there'll be different weapons.
Yeah.
Still.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I liked God of War 1. That's the only one I've ever played.
Not a reboot.
Tevi is saying it's not a reboot, it's a sequel.
I don't know.
Oh, it is a sequel? Okay, I would prefer it being a sequel, like he's an older Kratos. Because it kind of looks like it.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's got some kid with him.
Yeah.
A huge asshole too.
Which I would expect nothing less from Kratos.
Right. So I mean, yeah, I'd be happy if they don't reboot that. And it's still just as ridiculous. But I'm not sure you need like a father-son dynamic.
Well, I mean, apparently the end of God of War 3...
It reminds me of The Last of Us.
The end of God of War 3 was like very like definitive. Like it ended.
Right.
So, I mean, a reboot would make sense, but I mean, let's see what they pull off.
Maybe this is like a half reboot, half sequel, like like a Star Trek type deal.
That'd be cool.
All right, where's my phone? Here's my.
All right. Next game,
Days Gone.
I swear to God, I thought this was a Last of Us sequel.
So I was like, is this in the Last of Us world? What's going on?
I'm convinced it is, and they're not telling us because they don't want people to freak out.
Well, this is Sony Ben's game.
Yes.
What I think is more plausible is that they tried to make a Last of Us sequel and they wouldn't let them.
That's that too.
Like they got far in development. They were like, oh, by the way, this can't be a Last of Us franchise. It didn't look, like amazing. It looked like they were trying. It looked like it's trying to be the Last of Us, and it's not.
It looked like it's trying to be the Last of Us with a lot more focus on the zombie attack.
Well, there were no zombies
in Days Gone.
Yeah, I didn't see a single zombie. At
the end, the very last thing they showed at the conference was gameplay footage.
Oh, I didn't see that. I only saw the first trailer. But zero zombies. It didn't tell you at all what happens.
Yeah, and then at the very end of the conference, they show full gameplay footage, and like you just see thousands upon thousands of zombies like come at you.
So are they zombies or are they like they are?
I mean, I'm calling them zombies. They're probably something else. They're probably called like the damned or whatever. The infected. That's people like to call them that. So, Bob, you there, Bob? Robert. I'm gonna keep talking. You just interrupt when you. I'm gonna keep talking. You just interrupt when you can.
Can I enter now?
Yeah, give it a shot.
I'm talking about it. Keep talking about Days Gone. What do you thought of it? Because I didn't see it.
You keep breaking up. I'm like sitting here waiting for your response, and then you disappear.
All right, well, keep talking about the gameplay because you saw it. I didn't.
I mean, I pretty much described the gameplay. Like you're walking around an abandoned like train yard. You're like looking through stuff. You open up a car engine. You pull out something. You can use it as a silencer for your gun. You find a guy who you're apparently trying to kill, but he gets attacked by one of those zombie things. And then you just see more coming, and you see more coming, and then you see more coming. You try to outrun them, but then even more come, and more and more and more. It just looks like, it kind of looks like in Dead Rising, how like the screen is just filled with zombies. It's kind of like that feel, but it looks like it'll be more gunplay focused, and probably will crib a lot from The Last of Us in terms of like emotion and story beats and things like that. I guarantee you, like, this is pretty much going to be The Last of Us 2 and everything but name. And Bob, while you get yourself situated, I'm going to move on to Horizon Zero Dawn was the next game that they showed. I'm sorry if I keep like looking everywhere. I got like 2 monitors here, but my camera is here, and I have my notes like right below my camera. So I apologize if this looks all messed up and whatnot. And to the people listening on the audio version, I am really sorry about all this. Yo. Bobby. Roberto. Okay, so Horizon Zero Dawn. It looks like, to be honest, I'm a lot less interested than I thought I would be in it. It looks cool, but it doesn't look that different from everything else. It's still like big open world. You fight things in it. You can tame horses by apparently hijacking and hacking them, which is interesting. I'm sure it'll be good. I'm gonna play it eventually. I don't know. This gameplay trailer for some reason didn't wow me that much.
Do you see me? Do you see me now?
I see people standing at the crosswalk. Wait, that's Reggie?
That was Reggie. You missed Reggie.
Oh!
I was breaking up. I was like trying to show you him. He just walked past us.
Oh my god.
Reggie Fils-Aimé, Nintendo.
Oh, I'm so jealous of you.
He's in that car. He's in that little Escalade thing.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
There he was. You missed it.
Dude, if I ever meet Reggie, I would let him choke me out. I'm sure he's got like a grip like a vice. I'm sure
like a sex thing for choking people out, right?
No, not at all. Reggie looks like the type of guy who I'm sure can kill a man with one punch.
Yep.
And I want to test that, and I will be the guinea pig for that.
Oh shit!
What?
Who's Miyamoto?
What? Breaking news. My brother with his bad cell phone reception has caught a glimpse of the Walt Disney of games, ladies and gentlemen. Shigeru Miyamoto. And I think I lost him. Like, I'm going to expect to see Miyamoto on this stream. I'm going to keep talking. So next, Sony showed off all their VR stuff. I feel really weird just going into talking about Sony's VR when Bob is apparently allegedly.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn the video off.
Okay. I'm gonna keep talking.
All right, hello. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yes.
Oh, why am I on speaker? Speaker's fine. I'm just gonna do it this way. This seems. Hold this.
All right. So
You can hear me. Everything's good.
yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so what I was trying to every single time one of these Nintendo people walks by.
They said tell Miyamoto.
Oh, so you saw Miyamoto?
I did not see Miyamoto. You said Miyamoto.
Oh my god! Every single time one of these Nintendo people walks by, I lose connection. Miyamoto just walked by.
It's like they know.
It's like they know. So yeah, I'm sorry. What were you talking about before I rudely interrupted?
I was talking about Horizon Zero Dawn and how that gameplay didn't interest me all that much. It looks great, but I don't know. That didn't do it for me.
Okay. I'm looking at my phone and it's in my hand. Do you have E3 recap open? Because I can't pull it up.
I have Kotaku's recap of it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
So
yeah, you have to lead the conversation.
yeah, all right. I was gonna go into next the PlayStation VR showcase.
Okay.
They showed Final Fantasy 15. It's gonna be in PlayStation VR. Star Wars Battlefront missions will be in VR, and Batman Arkham VR.
Yeah, how is that going to play? Because again, in the trailer, they didn't show any actual gameplay.
Listen, I tweeted this out the second I saw pretty much Rogue Squadron VR and Arkham VR. Now it looks like I'm getting a VR system.
They have
Batman and Star Wars do that to me.
They have Arkham VR here.
Yeah, I see people like posting about it. I haven't read any of the articles yet.
I need to play it because I need to see how are you going to actually be first person Batman, or are you going to be like third person, just a regular Arkham game? You know?
I know it's possible to do third person VR. I just don't know if that's a good idea.
Right. No, I understand. Are we on to Crash Bandicoot yet?
I guess we can talk about Crash Bandicoot.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say that Bob was right. Give me a point there because I said that they will not make a new Crash Bandicoot, but they might reboot it. I mean, I'm sorry, they won't make a new Crash Bandicoot, but they might make a remaster.
Right, and they're going to remaster the first 3 games.
Right.
This is basically them saying good enough.
Right.
But who knows? Maybe this will lead to a new Crash game.
It will. I mean, if it sells enough, they'll just make a new one.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. I think this is a good move.
And Crash is going to be in the new Skylanders game. Yay.
Yeah. Who cares? Nobody cares. He looks good.
It was interesting because that Crash Skylanders figure is going to be cross-platform. Like you can use them on all your systems.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's not like the Amiibo Skylanders that are only used on Nintendo.
So where are we at now? What's next?
Detroit become human.
Yeah. Did you see anything of that? I missed.
Yeah, that looks really good. That looks like proper. That looks like it. Let me start again. So Heavy Rain was awesome. Beyond Two Souls, not so much. This looks like it'll be Heavy Rain levels of good. Maybe even better. I like what they're doing with this.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, from what they showed in the trailer, it looks like there's a lot of choice options in this game, like a ridiculous amount.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing.
People didn't like Beyond Two Souls.
What?
People didn't like Beyond Two Souls.
No, like I don't think anybody did. But I mean, this looks a lot better. It looks like it doesn't look like some pretentious nonsense. It looks like a classic sci-fi story, like a robot who's trying to figure out what it means to be human.
Right.
So there's that. And then we get to probably the biggest surprise of the night, Kojima's game.
Yes,
Death
I was definitely.
Stranding.
I was not expecting him to have anything at all.
He came out. Yeah, he just came out. He's like, I'm back.
Yeah, everybody lost their minds.
Yeah.
People are saying that Sony's press conference was the best out of all of them, and they had a pretty insane production.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I'm probably going to buy a PS3 for myself now because of this press conference.
I mean, we have no idea anything about Death Stranding, even though we saw it. And again, it's another Kojima. Let's put two American words together that don't have any business being together.
Yeah, and let's just have Norman Reedus walk around ass naked on the beach.
I mean, he knows how to sell it.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks good.
Yeah.
So we can see. I mean, it's totally Fox engine.
Which I don't know. How would Konami let Kojima of all people use the Fox engine?
I mean, they probably bought it. They're probably licensed. You know.
I don't know. I don't even think Kojima settled on an engine for the game final.
Right.
So I mean, that's got to be some proprietary thing that they're using, and then the final game will probably run in Unreal or something.
All right.
Guys, first time users.
Thank you.
Well, is it someone offering you drugs?
Are you a new user? Yeah.
Hang on 1 second.
Thank you. $50. Oh, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Users.
Thank you.
What the hell just
for Lyft?
I know Shad lives.
Hold on, let me turn the camera on. We got solicited for Lyft.
Oh wow.
Here, use this code for $50.
Isn't that just like Uber, but there's less of a chance of you getting stabbed?
Think people look good.
What?
Isn't it just Uber, but like it's a lot less dangerous?
I mean, they're all shitty, aren't they?
Yeah.
Timestamp.
I'm gonna listen to the whole thing again.
Cards, so they're gonna, I'm sure that they're not unique codes.
Yeah. What else is all right? So continuing on with the presentation, Spider-Man.
Oh, that was another surprise.
It's done by Insomniac Games, which everybody thought it would be Sucker Punch, but it's Insomniac.
I'm super into that.
Yeah.
So Sucker Punch is the ones that did Infamous.
No. Yes. Sucker Punch are the ones who did Infamous. Insomniac are the ones who did Ratchet and Clank and Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive. I'm super into that.
Yeah.
I think that is going to be a great idea.
My one thing, and I know they can change this before the game comes out, that is an awful looking costume.
Yes, that is terrible. I'm assuming that you'll be able to change that when the game starts. Like you'll be able to get a new skin like almost immediately.
I know. Like every Spider-Man game, you can change your costume
exactly
1,000 times. But the thing is, like, this is what they went forward with. So this is leading me to believe that this is the default costume.
Right.
I don't want that to be the default costume.
Is my icon in Hangouts the Wulff Den logo?
Yes.
Why? Am I on the Wulff Den account right now?
I don't know. I didn't do anything.
Hold on a second. Don't mind me.
All right.
Wait, can I even exit this? Oh, let me see something.
All right. While you do that, I'm going to talk about The Last Guardian has a release date for October 25th of this year. Bob's gone. Will's day continues. So yeah, Last Guardian has been announced for October 25th of this year. Finally. Oh, Bob's back. Yay. Your icon appeared, so.
Yeah, it's different now, so
okay.
Good.
Okay.
That's all I want. Well, what are we talking about?
Last Guardian finally has a release date of October 25th.
Yeah, that I'm also very surprised about. I have a feeling that will be delayed. At least
they needed to put that out. They needed to do something with that game. It's been close to like 10 years. We're approaching like Duke Nukem Forever levels of insanity with that. They needed to do that.
What else do we got?
And I think that's it for Sony, I think.
Okay.
And then there's Nintendo.
Nintendo, nothing happened.
They showed Pokemon Sun and Moon, which they showed a lot of it. They pretty much showed like everything you can do in that game. Four-way battles look good, though. I'll say that.
I didn't see any of the Nintendo stuff.
You didn't?
I only saw a little bit of Zelda.
I mean, I saw as much as I could. I was getting bored. I'll be honest.
I mean, I'm gonna play it tomorrow, so I'll have stuff to say.
I mean, I'll say this: Zelda did look cool. Like, for as much as I'm into Zelda, like it looks cool.
From the little bit that I saw, it looks like freaking Zelda.
They do a lot of things different in this. Like, I'm seeing a lot of different things. Like, apparently, like your outfit plays more of a part in this game than it ever did.
Okay.
Like you can constantly change your clothes depending on where you are, and it's not just like a red version of the tunic. It's like completely different. Your weapons are all different, and they all degrade, which kind of is dumb, but it might be able to work. You don't collect hearts anymore. You replenish your health by like eating things.
Yeah, I saw that. That's giving me a Monster Hunter vibe.
Yeah. And apparently, like what they showed is only 1% of the map.
I'm sick of these games being like, "Look at how big our maps are."
Yeah, just because you have a big map doesn't mean you're gonna have a good game.
Zoom out.
Yeah.
And this is how big the map is. I was like, I don't care.
But yeah, so that's pretty much Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, which is a cool name. Not gonna lie.
It is cool.
Yeah.
I feel like there's not much left.
Yeah, I think that was pretty much it.
Can you pull the chat up?
Yeah, sorry.
All right. Looks like we're moving to the chat. People start asking stuff.
Everybody's into Zelda.
Of course they are. We're the only ones, Bob. We're the only ones.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Devil says the Spider-Man costume is rad. I don't know what to tell you. I don't think it looks that good.
Yeah, me neither.
Insomniac did Resistance 2, apparently. I mean,
They did all 3 Resistances, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Insomniac's known for like crazy ass weapons, so I don't know how they're like. We gonna have crazy ass weapons in Spider-Man now?
Insomniac knows what they're doing.
Yeah, no, they definitely do.
Konami owns Fox Engine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they're licensing it.
Yeah.
Clark, did I get your DM? I'm sure I did. I've been a little busy setting this whole thing up. Waluigi amiibo, Gavin Roberts says.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Yeah, they announced a whole bunch of new amiibos today. Mostly the villains. And Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong.
Not seeing anything. I'm outside. It's just people yelling and stuff.
Okay. You still on Wi-Fi?
I'm off of Wi-Fi now because I'm on my phone because the Wi-Fi started to crap out.
All right, so that's another text message saying, "Hey, you used up 98% of your data this month."
Oh yes, sure is.
Thanks for that again, Bob.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes I like to take my lunch breaks and watch Twitch.
Great.
My life. Hey, you know what?
To read a book like a normal person.
It's not my fault. We got off of our unlimited plan. Will.
It's not my fault either.
You were there. You could have stopped it.
You think I would have been able to stop that?
Yes. Well, tell them about how you were afraid to tell me that we got off of our unlimited data plan. Tell them about that conversation you were afraid to have with me.
Okay. No, okay. Back up a minute.
Just for this, I'm going to go on Facecam so that I can use up more data.
So me, my mom, and my dad, we go to AT&T to get new cell phones. We just want to update the phones, nothing else. And they pretty much strong-armed us into updating the whole plan. But the problem was they said that you will save, X amount of dollars a month. Now, the thing with our parents is once they hear you save X amount of dollars a month, there's no more reasoning with them.
Now what they didn't tell them is that they got that stupid AT&T Next thing.
Which I'm going to add, everybody's getting now. Like,
Right.
There's like no matter what, we were just unfortunately one of the first. Had we waited a year, we would have been thrown on that anyway. So the fate was inevitable.
Right. Except for me, because I bought my phone outright.
You still would have.
No.
No. It doesn't, like, the phone doesn't matter. It's the plan itself. Your plan would have switched over.
It would not have switched over to a next plan.
It would have.
Definitely not.
Everything would have switched. Everything would have switched. And plus, since we're on a family plan,
arguing about family data plans.
Since we're on a family plan, it would have carried over too. You would have been lumped in with that.
I completely disagree.
You are incorrect.
Listen, family plans are a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
It's better to just get a family plan and throw in with everybody. Throw in the money. Sergio, Sony said that the VR will be fine with the launch system still. Thoughts? Yeah, I think it'll be fine, but I think that you're not going to get the 4K resolution that you want, you know? You'll get a much better resolution with a newer system.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's why they had that external processing box thing, so it can work on launch PS4s and stuff.
Right. Well, the external processing box is to process so that you can have everything back on the actual TV screen also.
Yeah.
So, because, I mean, there's a lot of rendering going on there.
Yeah. I mean, because, like, what are there? There's like 50 million PS4s in the world. So there's no way they would, launch PSVR and not have it support that.
Right, and Microsoft also said that all games will work on launch Xbox Ones.
Yes.
So Scorpio is only there to up-res everything to 4K, which I think makes sense.
Yeah, and like I said, while you were dark, unless you're into 4K gaming or you have a 4K TV, I wouldn't bother with Scorpio. Like, just get an Xbox One, or rather an Xbox One S.
This is just going to be a nightmare for devs, though.
Oh, yeah.
AJ from Fnatic says, also rip Vita, because there was
didn't mention Vita once.
I am a little disappointed that Trials of the Blood Dragon is not for Vita.
Yeah, that would be a good Vita game. Or any Trials games on Vita?
I don't know, but that's
I
a
don't
game
think so.
I would like to play on Vita,
Yeah.
All right, let's take one or two more questions, and then I'm going to leave. You can continue for as long as you want.
Okay. What else we got?
You want to see what's around me?
Yeah, let's show the people what's around you.
Don't move. Where am I? Here's the... Can I switch the camera? Oh, I can.
Yeah.
I can't see what I'm filming, though. Oh, yes, I can.
Huh.
There's the giant mafia thing. So
Nice.
people are going to talk. Let's see.
Was
What
that
else?
Jeff Keighley?
Was it?
I don't know.
I did see him.
Oh, yeah?
A few feet away from him. Here's the front of the convention.
Nice.
That Farpoint game looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They showed that at the Xbox conference.
At the Xbox conference, it's a PlayStation VR game.
Oh, that shut me up. I think of something else.
All right, what else do we got here? All the buses are over here. We missed our bus, so now good thing we got that Lyft coupon.
Yeah.
Sony has merch that they sell in these tents.
Really?
Yeah. Also down the block, they have E3 Live, which is open to the public, but you need to get a ticket for it. And here's the rest of the convention. So you got the Modern Warfare and Infinite Warfare.
Oh, that's something I didn't talk about. So they showed the gameplay footage for Infinite Warfare. It looks good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was like interested. I didn't know it was a Call of Duty game until the logo flashed.
Infinite Warfare?
Yeah. Like, it didn't look. It looked like a space shoot. It looked like I don't want to say Halo, but it looked like a proper sci-fi shooter. And it has this like really interesting like grappling hook mechanic. Because like you're floating around in the vacuum of space, and you could throw your grappling hook at things and like pull you towards it. And you can like do stuff like rip off a enemy's oxygen mask and watch them explode.
I'll need to watch it because I'm not. Wait, did you say Alien?
No, did I say Alien?
I don't know if you said that.
Well, either way, I think I said Halo. But either way, it definitely looks like a proper sci-fi thing. At least what they showed, and the spaceship combat looked cool.
I'll need to watch that. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I would say watch it. It definitely made me very interested in the game. So I'll definitely be following that a lot closer than I was, because that first trailer did not do it for me. This has me interested. Still not enough to pay the extra money to get the Modern Warfare remake, though.
I'm boycotting that. I'm pissed about that.
Yeah.
Because I would legit just buy the Modern Warfare remake.
Same.
I'm going to take one more. If you want to keep taking questions, you're free.
All right. How long have we been at this?
Mafia 3. They have a pretty awesome booth here.
Yeah.
And, everybody's going nuts about it. Everybody thinks it looks great. I was never interested in Mafia. I didn't really like the second one.
I played the second one was the Xbox 360 one.
Right, yeah.
I played a little bit of that. It was cool. This wasn't great. This one I'm interested in because it's very different. It takes place in New Orleans, and you play as a black guy. And in Mafia games, you always play as a Southern Italian guy. So,
yeah, that's true. How is that going to work?
I don't know. We'll find out.
All right. So there's a little bit of a racial gap there.
And I think that's going to play into it, which is cool.
Yeah, no, that'll be. It's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave. You sign off stuff.
All right. I'll take care of the rest. It's good seeing you. Haven't seen you in a few days.
Here's a kiss. Mwah. Love you.
Love you too. Have fun in E3.
I'll try. I'm gonna have a video up on Tuesday, a little vlog like I did at PAX. Everybody.
Okay.
So goodbye.
All right. Goodbye. This has been torturous. He's not on. I can say that. Oh my god. I apologize completely for all the technical issues and whatnot that you've experienced. And if you're listening to the audio version, yes, this is the second apology I'm giving. I'll put another apology in the beginning of that. But yeah, so that was pretty much E3. It was a very, very exciting E3. Microsoft and Sony both had great press conferences, and Microsoft had a strong showing, but I kind of have to agree with people when they say Sony won. They had a much stronger showing. Now, do I think all their games are going to come out in a timely fashion? No. I bet half those games won't be ready until after E3 2017. But I wasn't kidding when I said I'm probably now going to get a PS4 for myself because, Spider-Man, despite its outfit, looks good. Horizon Zero Dawn, despite what I thought of that trailer, looks good. Yes, definitely exciting times. I'm a little disappointed in Nintendo for just showing Zelda and Pokemon and a little bit of other things. But they kind of got nothing else, so I guess I'll just have to wait for when they finally talk about NX, which is cool. Hold on, I'm not going to stay on too much longer, so I'll just wrap up real quick. Anyways, have you talked about Resident Evil? Lewis asked. We did in the beginning, somewhere towards the beginning of this. I think it looks cool. I'm excited for it. I'm going to play the demo in a little bit on Twitch. Just give that see what that's all about. And then, yeah, who knows? Definitely going to check that out. What else? Guys, start asking questions because I'm going to wrap this up nowish. Unless you don't have questions, in which case I'll just bow out. Scroll up. Sony's games aren't coming out till 2018. Yeah. Last Guardian, though, better come out this year because they owe us. They owe us big time for that. That Trials of the Blood Dragon pissed me off. I wanted an actual Blood Dragon. Yeah, I thought like we would get an actual Blood Dragon, like proper, like Blood Dragon 2 or something. They didn't even have to call it like Far Cry Blood Dragon. But I mean, if this is the way they're going, they might start Blood Dragoning other things. Like we might get Splinter Cell Blood Dragon or Assassin's Creed Blood Dragon, which, yeah, I don't know if I want that. But I mean, it's interesting that they have. It's kind of like how IDW does Infestation, that crossover. Like it'll just be one thing, but like all the titles experience it. Any opinion on Platinum's new game, Scalebound? We didn't talk about Scalebound. I was very confused by that demo. I didn't know what was going on. Like most Platinum games, had a rocking soundtrack though. I'll wait and see a little more. Marcus, we talked about Star Trek VR. I think it looks cool. Bob thinks it looks cool, despite the fact that the graphics aren't that good. We'll see. Batman VR. I keep answering Lewis's questions. Maybe because he's the only one asking them. Batman VR, I am pumped for because it's Batman. This is Bob's, by the way. Yeah, I'll Bob says he's getting PSVR, so I'll just buy Batman VR and check it out on his. I mean, I don't care what you do as long as you're doing Batman stuff. I played Batman Dark Tomorrow to completion, and that game is just hot garbage. Just straight up hot garbage. Yeah. Guys, it's 11:35. This went on a lot longer than I wanted to. Sorry for all the technical issues again. Hopefully next time that won't happen. Real quick, Tevia, any question, any opinion on Telltale's Batman game? Watch my video from today about that. I posted about that. I posted 2 videos today. One, quick thought on Telltale's Batman game, and 2, a vlog from Eternal Con in Garden City, New York. I went there this weekend with my friend. We had a good time, and yes, check that out. Which is why I made the stupid pun that today's not Wednesday, it's Will's Day, because there was a lot of Will content. And there will still be Will content. Let's say at 11 o'clock tonight, 11 o'clock Eastern, go to twitch.tv/Wulffden. I will be streaming the Resident Evil 7 demo. I will be streaming Lego The Force Awakens, the demo for that. And if I have time, I will be streaming the Final Fantasy 15 demo that was released for that. So pretty much just an E3 demo session. So yeah, thank you guys so much for coming in and watching. Thank you for bearing with all of our problems. Again, if you like this video, which I don't see why you would, like this video, share it. Maybe don't share it with a friend, but tell your friends to subscribe to this channel and tell them to also subscribe to us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play. And if they do that, make sure to rate us 5 stars, leave reviews, comments, all that stuff. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good week. And hopefully I can end this properly. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, outro.